Hello, I am Atle Hammelow-Berg. I live in Porsgrunn in Norway, Porsgrunn community. And the thing is that both the community doctor Jan Frode Hunnestad, we are some lawyers, and Bent Åsolsen, which is responsible for the health and care and rehabilitation in Porsgrunn community. And yeah, they have all said that I am crazy. Yeah. So, I guess I am. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. Huh. So, I have started collecting umbrellas. This is from IKEA. I got it for free. This is from Bane NOR. I think it's the only thing that Bane NOR ever made. Well, they didn't make it themselves, but it works. And this is for children. And this I got from Keops in Porsgrunn. Very nice people. Because this motorbike is now put for sale on Finn.no, and that is in the motorbike in the film, which is out on my YouTube profile, Sustainable Life. It's under the film, the mafia used fear to destroy Norway. Yeah. So this is how it is to be a whistleblower in Norway. You are crazy. And you can also watch the film where I'm being my own dentist, sitting here in the garage, because you can look at these teeth. So actually, I'm so crazy that I'm planning to take some friends from Ukraine, which are dentists. It's a family, mother and father, and I will make a dentist office here in Norway. I already have the premises for it. Yes, I have. No. So, thank you, everyone. From crazy Atle Hammelow-Berg. Yeah, and of course, it's the criminal cases 158642220 and 166888491. Yeah, and of course, the criminal case that the special unit in the Norwegian police for crimes within the police has made. This is so crazy, yeah? Oh God, I flipped this around now, so you can see, so these red trees. The thing is that I want to say that I also purchased this Trick 8 from Keops for 400 kroner, and it is exactly like skiing. And I have been skiing a lot. I'm crazy on skis, really. I'm good at it, very good. I've been making saltos and a lot of things. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Actually, on trikke.com you can see a film where I have to do like this, where the police in the United States, they are using this, but there are electric. They have electric trikke. But the thing is that the Norwegian police, which I have been at the mountaintops with several times, they are in such a good condition that they can use a manual one like I'm doing. Yeah, they can. And they will, because it is... Norwegian police don't have enough money. No, they're not getting enough money from the government. So this is very cheap instead of buying those very expensive Ford Explorer hybrids and BMWs and Volvos. By this they can actually meet the public. They can meet the public where the public is, out on the streets, because the public they have been destroyed by the Norwegian state, so they are not at work. No, they are at, like me, on work clearance allowance money and such things. So they are out on the streets. Yeah, isn't it crazy?
Actually, also the vice police chief in Southeast Police District, Sørøst Politidistrict, Mr. Kostleit, has claimed that I am crazy, and that is in a case which will come up in Lower Telemark District Court on the 4th of June 2025 if it is not postponed after the power of attorney they received from me today to the hospital she and all other healthcare that I have been in all my life. That depends to see. It is in case 158642220, criminal case, Bane NOR.
Av gjerdet av landet, en perle så skjønn. Kjøleskår står der, med minner som brenn. Markene blomstrer, tradisjoner vi bærer. Her finner vi kulturen, der hjertet vårt lærer. Aktiviteter vokser, som trærne i vår. Barna leker fritt, så til lyder vi gir vår. Kjøleskår, vi må redde deg nå. Din sjel vår arv, vi må sammen stå. Fra generasjon til generasjon, vi vil bevare. Kultur og minner som ingen kan klare. Festene kaller, med sang og med dans. Alle sammen samles, for å ta sjansen. Håndverk og glede, vi deler med smil. Kjøleskår, din ånd, gir oss styrke og vind. Man møter sin nabo, man knytter bånd. Her vokser fellesskapet fra bygd til strand. Kjøleskår, vi må redde deg nå. Din sjel vår arv, vi må sammen stå. Fra generasjon til generasjon, vi vil bevare. Kultur og minner som ingen kan klare. Vi står sammen, i sol og i regn. Kjøleskår, vi lover deg, vi svikter deg. La oss bygge sammen, la drømmen bli sann. Nå det tid for å ta vår stand. Kjøleskår, vi må redde deg nå. Din sjel vår arv, vi må sammen stå. Fra generasjon til generasjon, vi vil bevare. Kultur og minner som ingen kan klare. Så la oss skape, la oss bygge med tro. Kjøleskår, i hjertet du vår ro. Med glede og håp, vi ser frem i vår sang. Kjøleskår, vår kjærlighet alltid stor og lang.
My job application, which is in English for a reason, and I think you will understand why when you see the rest of this film. Because when you see what is out on our YouTube profile, Palestinian girl Shada was murdered by the Child Protection Service in Florø, in Kinn community. And the video about the terrified girl, Oslo Police District covering up Vice Police Chief Tore Soldal, plus psychologist, his wife, Eli Margrethe Fagerlund Soldal, which obviously didn't have that name before in 2021, and we wonder why she changed her name, just like her daughter Gøril Soldal, which is my neighbor, together with her husband, Åsmund Karlsrud, which is a gymnastic teacher at Kjølnes School in Porsgrunn community. And when you see this, of course, we are saying, wake up, Norway. And this film is made by Bullo. You can see it up on the left corner. But I was there. I was actually filming the same myself. This is in Oslo, and this is the castle of Oslo you see in the background. And you can hear her blowing the horn if you open that film on our YouTube profile. The thing which has happened in Norway, it is that mafia, they have been using fear to destroy Norway. But high on cocaine and on themselves, they have totally lost control. And the situation has become so bad that actually the mafia which entered Norway because of our extreme income of money from oil and gas, they have destroyed the reputation of Norway. Because everything that we put out, it is documented, not by us. We are just sharing documentation which is already out. And that is both from the mafia made by themselves, but also from good people. And because when you look at this, which was published on the 1st of February 2025 by Lighthouse Reports, which is a big international digging company. They are working for BBC, RTL, and many others. If you go into the Lighthouse Reports websites, you will see all their references. And they also now have published this with the Norwegian State Media House, NRK, Norsk Rikskringkasting. And what they have published, it is that the justice system of Norway is the most criminal justice system in the world. And that is serious. And that is why Norwegians, first of all, they have to wake up and to do something themselves. They cannot expect that everyone else shall do it for them. They have to wake up themselves and to go up on the barricades. And it means to change the Storting, the parliament, at the coming election in September 2025. If you are watching this film, for example, at TikTok, you should know that at the films, at YouTube, there are descriptions with links, which is very important for you to see. And it is to other films with also documented from both bad people and good people. But the information is very important. So this is the YouTube channel of Sustainable Life. And there you can see the films that I have shown you a little bit earlier in this film, the pictures of those films. Another YouTube channel we have, SMUFA, Sammen mot uønskede forhold i arbeidslivet. And that translated into English will be Together Against Unwanted Conditions in the Work Life. This is another YouTube channel, Banemannen. And this is because I became a whistleblower when I was working in Bangalore. And that's it. So what you can see in those films, and also at my LinkedIn profile. It made it necessary for me to change my life. So therefore, I started the company Sustainable Life, but also the Sustainable Life Band, which is not a band, but it is an international artist forum, because I have been traveling the world for many decades because of my job within safety, risk, and quality. And I've been working in international big projects, and you can see that in my LinkedIn profile. And with my applications, I will also send my CV, of course. In the Sustainable Life Band, we will sing the song Du skal få en dag i morgen med blanke ark og fargestifter til. And translated into English, is what you see here. You have a day tomorrow that is clean and unused, with blank sheets of papers and crayons, for you to color your new day all by yourself. It was made, or it was sung by Mr. Alf Preussen, and it came out in 1966. And I grew up with my mother playing this song many times a day. She was also every day playing the Louis Armstrong song. What a wonderful world. And the thing is, as you can see in many of the films at the Sustainable Life YouTube channel, it is that in every show which is done by Sustainable Life, this song has to be played. But how they play it, it doesn't matter. It can be in jazz, it can be in blues, it can be heavy metal, or it can be whatever. It doesn't matter. And it will also be translated into the local language, because we will also, if we can, we will also play together with local artists. Because already we have bookings abroad. We have bookings in Chicago, in Boston, in Egypt, in Sweden, in Germany, Netherlands, UK. We have bookings many places. And the reason is that, like I said, I've been traveling all my life, and I've been interested in music all my life. I had a guitar since I was, I don't know, it was my mother's guitar actually. So when you work like that, you meet people which are professionals, but besides their jobs, they are also musicians, just like me. And in the concerts, the thing is that we will sell tickets, of course, and we will have our costs, and the surplus, we will give it to a real ideal organization. And the accounting for this, we will publish at social medias. For example, at our YouTube channels, and also at the LinkedIn profile, and at TikTok, and wherever we will be later. And the thing is that the organizations which will receive this from us, they have to inform what they will use the surplus for. And when they have used it, they have to publish via us the accounting for every Norwegian krone or dollar or euro or wherever we are, so that everyone will know that when they bought the tickets for a good purpose, it actually went to that. And that is the thing. This is the reason for why we are calling us Sustainable Life. The thing is that we are planning to start in Norway to spread sustainability, and we are talking about real sustainability. And real sustainability, it is very simple. If you have real competence, and also you have real ethics, which is not just
saying that you have actually checked the ethics, and you can prove it. And anyone can ask us about the ethics of anyone in sustainable life or at the customers, and we will reply them fully documented. And the ones which will send any questions about some of our customers or by us, they will get a reply, and we hope that they will also then, when we have solved the issue, if there is an issue, they can be in a film where they can, if they want themselves, they can verify that no, everything is fine, and we or our customers, well, we are back on a new day with clean white sheets and crayons to color the new day all by ourselves or by themselves. This is a book written by Ingebrigt Sten Jensen. Ona Fyr, it means Ona Lighthouse. And this book is for me kind of a Bible. When I read it, I had to read it so many times because he was the trainer of Stabæk football. And because of this man, and because of what is explained in his book, he took them to win the cup final in Norway. Because he introduced what is called big, hairy goals, BHG. And yes, to reach out for the whole world is a big, hairy goal, that's for sure. But I have never been afraid of making big, hairy goals after reading Ona Fyr. And neither have Ingebrigt Sten Jensen. And here you can see a result that Ona Fyr, it became a stamp in Norway. The post office arrived today with 2 new stamps. One of them is Ona Lighthouse. And here you can see Ingebrigt smiling and pointing at the new stamp. So this is back in June 15, 2007. So you can actually see it for yourself. It is possible to make big hairy goals, not only to win the cup final in football in Norway, but also to have a stamp, which will be there in the history by collectors for forever. So for real, this is actually my job application from Atle Hammelow-Berg for a better world. It is also from Sustainable Life Band. Because the thing is that my company, Sustainable Life, which is approved by the Social Security System in Norway, NAV, as a work clearance allowance condition, that company will use my knowledge from now 30 years within the management systems, safety, risk, and quality, and combine it with the thing that on LinkedIn, they are measuring the number of views. And the number of views has now passed 3.7 million views, documented by LinkedIn, not by us. And the thing is that it started, we started on the 15th of June 2022. And the reason, you can see it on the top of our LinkedIn profile. If you click here, Whistleblowers Norway, and you should, and then you should translate it into English just by right-click and translate that article. Then you will understand why we started up at LinkedIn on the 15th of June 2022, because that's an article behind that link, which is from the 13th of May 2022. And what I can inform you, it is that what you see in that article from 2022, it is still valid in the Norwegian police. So the thing is that you should Google to find the truth. Zuckerberg, he owns Meta, which owns both Facebook and Instagram. I have been blocked out from both Facebook and Instagram, where they have written themselves that it is not according to their standards what we are publishing. Well, what we are publishing is exactly the same, as you can see at our YouTube channels and at LinkedIn, but not at X. We are not there yet. But you should ask who owns YouTube and who owns LinkedIn, and also who owns X. Because there we have not been blocked out. And what is the reason to that? Because it is according to their standards that we are publishing the truth. Simply like this, the truth which is documented by both evil persons and good persons. They have documented everything themselves. So, this is our big hairy goal. It is to get a real sustainable life with real competence and real documented and verified ethics into Norway, into the government at the election in September 25, but also into the European Union, into NATO, into United Nations, and also United States and Ukraine and the countries which are fighting. A war, they call it. Well, I think you will understand. If you look on the short video on not the sustainable life, but you will see it in the description. There is a link to Lindsey Graham telling the truth. He is a senator in the US Senate, and he is saying that the real reason is trillions of dollars in value of minerals in the ground on the east coast, the east side of Ukraine. And what I can also inform you that is in Ukraine, in that area, there are mass graves which started up before Russia attacked. And those people, they were killed by the Ukrainians themselves. So, this is my job application for a better world. And I think Norwegians, you understand, you have to wake up. Because if not, which country, no matter if they are just as corrupt as Norway, which is not possible, I think, who will risk their own reputation on making business with such a country? No one. So it means that oil and gas we cannot sell, and also not the fish. And also we cannot export high technology, and we cannot also not buy anything because no one wants to sell us anything. So it means that Norway will go bankrupt. It is so obvious that you have to understand it. And if you don't understand it, I'm sorry, but that's what's going to happen. Norway will go bankrupt. So your own company, whatever you are doing in Norway, you will not have income. You will not have customers. It doesn't matter what you're doing, and it doesn't matter if you are mafia or you're not mafia. All the companies in Norway will go bankrupt, or we will have to exist as a world alone in the world. And I don't think that is really what we want, because no companies, airplane companies, will want to fly to Norway or from Norway. And the same with shipping companies. They don't want to transport both passengers or anything. So if you want, then you have to walk. That depends if Sweden will allow you to leave Norway on the borders. Because who wants people from such a terrible, horrible country to enter the border? And the same with Russia. We have a border to Russia and also to Finland. They will block totally the border and they will not allow us to leave. So we will be caught in Norway. And is that really what you want for your children, for the future? Well, you are welcome. I'm the father of 4 fantastic girls. And that is what drives me. I have to leave the world a good place to live in for them. And the same goes for absolutely everyone in my Milorg network, which is bigger today than it ever was during the Second World War, but also in the extremely big international network which my grandmother, Atle Hammelow-Berg, joined when she was in Vienna, Austria. She was born in 1901. So thank you, and I hope, for God's sake, that you will do something. And as you understand, I'm extremely good at communication. Thank you.